All right, welcome everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. If you're joining on Instagram, thank you very much for joining. If you're joining on Facebook, YouTube, thank you for joining also. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you for joining. Hey, how you doing, Fatal 83? God bless you. And thank you. Mary, good morning. How are you? Good morning. Damie, how are you doing? God bless you. Good morning. Good morning. I'm not sure if if you can hear me on Facebook. Sandra Mire, this is my Sandra. Good morning. Sonia, how are you? All right. Teju, good morning. Bilonia, thank you very much. From Toronto, good morning. Good morning, Doc. Good morning. I can't pronounce your name. It's difficult to pronounce. Rain, shine. Good morning. Good morning. Omobolanle Rufus. Rufus, good morning. Stella, good morning. Ruth, good morning. Good morning. Bola Ahmed, how you doing? Is good morning. We just stay here. Ruth, good morning. Margaret, good morning. It's a wonderful morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are they doing? Good morning. Good morning. Everybody, good morning. Um, Dr. Rotoife, good morning. Everybody, I love you guys. Love you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. How they doing? London TJ, Funmi King, Uluwadara Simi, good morning. Kuli Football, good morning. Uche, good morning. Swine, good morning. All right. Thank you very much, Faith. Oh, God bless you. All right. Let's jump on the show for today quickly. Um, we have been talking all this while, and I know majority of you have been learning one thing or the other, even though it's kind of like a little bitter. It's very hard, very hard to take the truth. The truth is bitter. It's not easy to take. But if you take it, you don't have to take it on the show. You can argue on the show. It's very good to argue because um, the kind of orientation you have right now is different compared to what you're bringing from Africa, all right, or any part of the world where you are from, maybe from Ghana, from Cameroon. You may be a Caribbean person, you're bringing a different mindset. There's nothing wrong about that. It's not really your fault. We grew up like that. Um, I just completed two different events. I want to give you guys updates before we go and what I noticed. Okay. Now, I was at the San Antonio Spice It Up. Um, Let me give a shout out to the San Antonio people, especially the pastor's wife, and the members of Salvation Center, Redeemed Christian Church of God, for inviting me. I had a wonderful time. Thank you very much for the birthday party that you guys actually put together. I really appreciate that. Now, San Antonio, beautiful place, beautiful people, very knowledgeable people, fashion conscious people, clean people. I'm just telling you. And at the same time, good mindset also. Some people, um, through their faith during the lecture, which is actually understandable because of our culture, the culture of where we're from, the way we see women. Mary, thank you very much. Uh, Mary, fantastic lady. I'm telling you, fantastic lady. Um, Anybody who is single out there, hmm, and you want to find a good wife, Mary is the one I'm recommending. I'm recommending that lady. She is well cultured, well exposed, good manners, and she is a good cook also. Very good cook. All right. So, because of the culture, the discussion was based on our culture, how to transform from being a regular Nigerian uh, who embraces the culture and coming into the Western world. How do you adapt? You know, we call it adaptation. Okay. Now, I mentioned something during the conference, and I believe some people are not really happy about it. I did not say our culture is totally bad. Our culture is not totally bad. It's just that there are some things that must be adjusted. I just want you guys to hear me good. The culture is not bad, but there are some things in our culture that we must to change. We must to change, most especially how we see women. How we see women, the way we perceive women, the way we perceive women must to change. We must see women in a different way. And I don't care if you are in Nigeria or you are in the US or you are in Canada or wherever it is in the world, we must see women differently. And that's my major concern right there. And that's actually what my teaching, that's what is based on. I am not fighting for women. I am fighting for enjoyable marriage. Uh, I'm fighting for us to find a kind of a middle spot where we put our relationship so that a woman will not just look like or feel like an object. She is not a property. She is a person with flesh and blood running through her vein. And it's possible for a relationship or marriage to damage her. And if she get damaged, it's going to take a while to fix her. Likewise, men also. Likewise, men also. I've been very hard on men, not because I hate men, not because it's always their fault, but because men are the leaders. And in any society or in any organization that you see yourself, you must understand that whosoever is in leadership will get you know, his fingers burned, because when something happened in in that organization or in that society, everybody is going to look towards the seat of the leaders. Very, very important. Your leadership dictates how far you go. What you do in leadership dictates how your organization will look like or how your marriage will look like. And that is the reason I always say that men will need reorientation to be able to flow and understand what marriage of 2023 and beyond, what it looks like. Marriage is not just anything. Marriage is a full-time job. It's something that you do with knowledge. It's something you do with sacrifice. Something that you do with respect. And you can't just be in marriage for just being there. You must participate. You must be ready to work very hard, men, especially men. We must be ready to work. Because you have a big voice and you have a penis doesn't mean that you are a boss. I will continue to say it until we understand it. Doesn't mean you are a boss. You are the servant of the home. The man is the servant. Likewise, any leader in the world, they are elected to serve. They're elected to serve. Taiwo Yeladi, how you doing? You are elected to serve in that relationship. So the service that you're going to render or that you're rendering is going to give anybody that is following you the idea of what you want, how you want your marriage or your organization to look like, how you want it to look like. You can't just do anything. You must be intentional about what you do. Okay? Don't forget that you have a wife and you have children that are looking and watching you. And whatever you do is what they do also. All right? And that's why I said that. Now, African men, what they want. And I want us to not to look at the bad ones. I want us to look at the good men because it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter what we say, even though we have bad men in the society. We have men who cheat in the society. We have men who are abusive in relationship in the world. We must also look towards the direction of the men who are good husband, good father, good partners. We must be able to look towards their side also. And I want to just quickly open up some little stuff, secrets that you need to know that will bring you to a point of balance in marriage, a point of balance in marriage. I have taken many counseling sessions in my life, and 98% is based on infidelity. Infidelity, not just on the side of the man, also on the side of the woman. But the percentage is more like 90% to 10%. 90% of men, okay, compared to the 10% of women. Okay. So we still have men who are good and they are being damaged every day because they're not getting what they should get in the relationship. They're not getting it. And if they're not getting it, the women are damaging those men and they will get damaged. And then the next thing they want to do is to now start frustrating you. They will frustrate you until you give up. Until you give up. They'll frustrate you. Now, one thing I wanted to see is that men, they love respect. They love what we call respect. Women want respect too. But whenever you are talking about a man and respect, is a different level. It's a different level of respect. Inside of the mind, inside of the mind, in the brain of a man, we always believe that we are meant to provide. Provision is one thing that is registered in our mind. Provision. And sometimes we forget that we have someone that we refer to as a helpmate. That means that you don't have to kill yourself trying to provide. All you need is just to have a teamwork. One will chase 1,000 and two will chase 10,000. So if you put your wife together with yourself, you are going to be able to get to the destination you're going on time without sweating. Let me give you this example. Let's say the wife is making 100,000 and you as a man, you are making 100,000. Don't enter into a competition with that woman. See the woman as a helpmate. You are making 100, she's making 100, which means that we are making 200. It's a we thing. The moment you realize that mindset of we thing, that we, okay, are together, that means between the two of us, we are making 200,000. Let me now ask you this. Is there anything that will be difficult for us to do? $200,000, you can buy a house, you can buy a nice car, you can start projects, you can even start business, you can live fine, you can go to vacation, you can train your kids the way you want to train your kid, you can get them anything you want to get them. Okay? It's a we thing. But sometimes in the brain of an African man, we always believe that a provider is the boss. The moment I'm providing, I must be given respect. I'm paying the bills. I fuel the car, I service the car, I pay the house rent, I do all this stuff. Then I deserve to be respected. Now, you are looking at a very wrong side to gain that respect. Even though a man love respect, but for you to get the respect, you must do what commands respect, what attracts respect. That's exactly what you must do. And what is going to bring respect to you from a woman is when you carry her along. It doesn't matter how much you're sweating to pay the bills. It doesn't matter how much you're struggling to pay the bills. All right. It's possible for the woman not to even know what you're doing. But when you carry her along, this is how much I make. And how much I make is not enough to pay the bills. That's why I had to get a second job. But you want her to know and just appreciate you. If you refuse to carry her along, she might not understand. But if she is part of the system, I mean, you are the leader and she is following, and you always sit down together and talk about your lives, talk about financial, whatever, and then let her understand this is the project on the table, this is how much it's going to cost us to do it, and this is how much we have. At the end of the day, that woman will have first-hand information. She's not going to be digging for it. First-hand information that this is where we are, this is where we're going. How do we get there? And you'll never believe it. That woman's income will increase. It's possible for that income to become double in years because now she knows this is what my husband is trying to do. But in our own culture, we believe that a woman shouldn't know anything, should be left in the dark, just follow my instruction. When I dictate, you jump. Whatever I say is what you do. That kind of a woman is going to be left in the dark. And she might not understand exactly what you're trying to achieve. All right. And then you are going to get frustrated because you are not passing a message across. She's not understanding you, and she's still arrogant, and she's still quiet, and she's just looking at you from far because she's confused. She's confused. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know how to support you. She doesn't know how to help you. So communication is very important. So when we're not talking about, a man demanding for respect, you don't demand respect, okay? You command it, you earn respect by carrying your wife along, by respecting your wife too, by doing everything that is needed to be done to make her to see your effort. So number one, a man must be respected based on his office. The office of a leader, you should respect it. You should respect that part of his life. You must give him respect. Okay? Give him respect. A man wants respect because he is the leader. Every one of us want respect. Every one of us, we do want respect as men because we are the leader. And as a leader, we want respect. And now what I'm talking about is this. When you say a leader deserve to be respected, that leader must be effective leader, a kind of leader who knows his job and who is doing it. It's not a leader who is not performing. There are so many leaders who have been voted into office, they do not understand what their roles are, the responsibilities, how to go by. They do not understand it. All they want to do is to lead by becoming a dictator. Do this, do that. This is what I want. This is what I want you to do. This is what you do. This is how you do it. At the end of the day, the followers are going to get frustrated because they don't even know exactly what you want, what you're looking for. They don't know what you're looking for. So you must be effective leader. Who knows about leadership? You must have been trained to be a leader. You understand the act of leading. All right. You understand that even the smallest of your group must know exactly where you're going. That's why you must have a roadmap or a GPS that is taking you guys towards the direction you're going, and you share with everybody that is there. One thing I noticed about myself is that I've been in America for a long time, but my wife is better when it comes to finding out ways to get to wherever we're going. She will remember names of streets. I don't. I don't know the name of my street. I don't know the name of the street that you're going to turn. I don't know it. So, but when it comes to her, she'll remember telephone numbers. She'll remember birthdays. She'll remember names of streets. She'll remember all kinds of stuff. So whenever we are actually in the car together, I always ask her, so where do I turn? Where do I turn? Because I told her, before we left the house, I shared with her, we are going to Bisonet. She's been on that way many times. She'll remember. Me, I go by GPS. Sometimes GPS will give me suggestions as like, oh, I found a faster route. I will not complain. I will just say yes. I will just say yes. All right. But with her, she knows exactly where she's going. Most of the time, when GPS is taking me all around, GPS will take me into one street. I'm like, where am I going? And then GPS will bring me to another street. I'll now say, whoa, so this is where I'm coming. I know how to get here without going through that stupid route. Okay. So if you lean on your own understanding as a man sometimes, you will fail. That's why God has brought them to us. So as a leader, you must understand how to use the power of others, how to use the intelligence of others, how to utilize the person that God has given unto you as a helpmate to help you. It's all about helping you. And I don't think you should insult. I don't think you should abuse. I don't think you should make that person that has been placed in your care or under you or by you as a helpmate, I don't think you should maltreat them. Because when you do, what you're doing is you are closing the door, shutting the door to help. Shutting the door to help. Okay? It doesn't matter if she is good in communicating. Or sometimes a woman will go like, will be going, in a circle just because you want to make a point. Give her that attention. Give her the opportunity to make a point. And after she's done, you can now actually say to her, this is what I've been thinking about. The two of you can now brainstorm on what you're thinking about and put it together with what she just said. And that's how leaders act. Leaders don't throw suggestions in the trash can. Leaders don't close the door on advice. And leaders don't close the door on criticism. When your wife is criticizing you, she's only doing that for you to get better. She's doing that because she's looking at the way you are managing the family, and she's seeing that it seems you do not know where you're going. You're confused when it comes to direction. And she's placed there to help you. When you guys get to where you're going, nobody will know who gave the direction or who not. Everybody's just going to be happy to have you guys there. Whoa, you guys got here on time. It's you that will understand that my wife did this. My wife helped me. And here we are. Glory to God. Oh, we just bought a new house. Nobody wants to know who gave the suggestion. Nobody wants to know who started saving what. Nobody wants to know who is supervising the project. Everybody's just going to be happy for both of you. Oh, we just got a new car. Even though you've tried and tried and tried. Brother Jide, how you doing, Brother Jide? Good morning, sir. Nobody wants to know who started saving for what. You tried to buy a car for many years, you couldn't. It's just like myself. Every time I look at my bank account and I see 30,000, I look at it, my brain is going to tell me 30,000 is not enough to build a house. I'm not lying. 30,000 is not enough to build a house. And I look for something else to use my 30,000 for. Because I'm kind of like waiting until I get probably like $1 million. Oh yeah, now I have $1 million, I can build a house now. But it doesn't work that way. The way it works is that you have to save bit by bit by bit by bit by bit to get there. So my wife is that person who always tell me, no, 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 don't spend that money. Let's do this. Let's do this. So she was able to change my mind. She was able to give me a new orientation about saving my money and then doing big things later. You don't have to do it now. You don't have to do it right now. You just have to plan for it. You have to plan it. And when you plan it, you save for it. And then you start bit by bit. You can build a foundation and leave it. You can do the block walling and leave it. You can do the decking and leave it. Every time there is money, you push it into it. And that's how you do things. Two heads are better than one. So as a leader, you actually need somebody who we call an advisor. Who we call an advisor to advise you, because we can't know it all. Sugar, how you doing? We can't know it all. We can't. We can't know it all. We need advisors. We need people to advise us right. And one thing I tell my clients, you can never get a better advisor but your wife and your husband. Those are the two people who are good enough to give you advice because they have your best interest in their heart. Somebody outside may give you advice just because they want to gain from you, all right, or take your money or do one thing or the other. When you ask for advice from your brothers or your sisters, don't forget these people may be jealous of you and they're going to advise you in the wrong way. When you ask for advice among your friends, don't forget your friends may be digging your grave and they might give you advice that will actually take you to the grave. All right. And that's why you need to connect to somebody who is your partner, who loves you dearly, who is that person you always want to rely on, someone that will not mislead you, someone who understands that if I mislead my husband, it's going to affect me. It's not going to just affect him alone. I will be affected. The children will be affected too. Likewise, the husband should be able to advise the wife correctly and rightly, because whatever you do, whatever you say will affect your wife and as well will affect your children and affect you also. So you need to understand all of this stuff, as you go into the journey as a man, because what you want is respect. You have to earn that respect. To be able to get that respect, you must be effective in your leadership. You must carry your wife along. You must, Judith, good morning. You must carry your wife along. You must carry your husband along. And that is where the respect comes from. Your wife will respect your leadership when your leadership is right. Your wife will give that respect to you when she is actually feeling your leadership. If you are a dictator, you will not get the respect. You will force people to respect you. They will respect you in your face. When you're there, they give you fake respect. And when you're gone, you're nothing but toilet paper. All right? For you to be able to get respected when you're there and when you're not there, all right, you have to lead by example. That means you be a servant leader. Being a servant leader will give you or get you the respect you are looking for. You're looking for. To get that respect in front of you and at the back of you, you do what brings that respect. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of knowledge, understanding that must be acquired. But if you put your mind to it, you can get it done. You can get it right there. And then you will see a woman that is respectful. All right? You'll see a woman that is respectful. Women don't just turn crazy. Women don't just turn crazy. And I've said this many times, and I'm still going to be saying it. There can never be smoke without fire. All right. Whenever you see smoke, in the atmosphere, always know that it's a fire burning somewhere. Before your wife could start acting the way she's acting, she must have passed through the process, all right, to get her to that point. A woman don't just become a nag overnight. A woman just don't become mean overnight. A woman don't just keep quiet overnight. They must have been saying something to you. They must have been asking questions. They must have been giving suggestions. They must have been talking about how they feel many times over and over again and again. And at the end of the day, if you continue to ignore it, you're ignoring it and you're making it to look like they're not saying anything, and they get frustrated, they're going to get to a point whereby it's either they turn to become a nag, or they get frustrated to that point where they keep quiet and they will not say nothing. No matter how you try, they will just keep quiet. They will just keep quiet. It means something must have happened. And I always tell men this. Men always remember what happened now, or what is happening now, sorry. All right? They'll say, oh, my wife is no longer cooking, oh, my wife is not having sex with me, oh, my wife is not doing this to me, oh, da-da-da-da-da, and stuff. But when they come to me, I always ask them, what happened 3 years ago? When did this start? Oh, it started 3 years ago. Okay, so what happened 3 years ago? What happened last week? What happened 3 months ago? What happened? What did you do? It's about what you've done. But you normally, men don't always want to remember or talk about what they've done. They always just want to talk about the ripple effect or what is now happening. Your woman didn't just become this. Something pushed her to this point. What have you been doing? And that's when they will now remember, oh, I cheated 3 years ago. All right, now you're talking. Now, we now know the direction where we're going right now. So this direction is that the woman is angry, she's not healed yet, and you didn't help her to heal, and that's why you're seeing this particular reaction. Oh, I slapped that one time. Okay, now we're going towards a direction. Oh, I'm not always at home. Okay, now we're going towards a direction. We always want to go to the source. Instead of you just looking at the surface, go to the source of the thing and let's go fix that source. And then you see a brand new wife, not overnight. It will take some time for you to see the change because the woman, the trust is broken already. She already activated independence. She's just living her life by herself. For her to release the baton of her life back to you, it will take some time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take sacrifice. It's going to take hard work. It's going to take transparency. It's going to take loyalty. It's going to take a lot of stuff, faithfulness. Now, if you're now ready to go through that route, then you're ready to have your wife back. All right? So we talk about respect. Respect is very good. You deserve to be respected. Nobody is contesting the respect that is deserved by you, but nobody's going to give you respect on a platter of gold. Nobody's going to bring respect to you and say, take it. You have to do what will bring it. What will bring it? Let me tell you this real quick if you don't know. Good things are very hard to do. Good things, very hard to do. Success is not easy to get to. You have to work very hard to get to that point that success will start looking for you. All right? You want respect. You want to do great things. You want to be happy in life. It's about what you do. You have to do what brings happiness to you. You have to do what brings success to you. You want to do what brings peace to you. I know peace. I understand what attracts peace. What attracts peace is for me not to live a reckless life. Then I disconnect from living a reckless life. I disconnect from scamming people. I disconnect from doing 419. I disconnect from cheating. Because see, when you start cheating, you are putting a lot of burden on yourself. Happiness is not going to come because there is a sin that you are hiding. And the moment you are hiding a sin, I'm telling you, there is no rest for a sinner. No rest. Every time the wife will say, let us talk, you will believe, oh, maybe she must have found out something. Then you are afraid. Then you have anxiety. Then your blood pressure will increase. Then you fall sick. And gradually, you are dying. So when you want peace, you always want to know what attracts peace. And that is transparency, loyalty, truthfulness. When you're truthful and you're not actually running all around doing what you're not supposed to do, you'll be able to sleep on your couch and drink your gari, watch your TV, your telephone is on the table. You are not running from the bathroom to come and grab it when it's ringing. You are not putting your phone in your pocket in the bathroom or not doing whatever. When you sleep tight. Without thinking somebody is sneaking around the house trying to look at your secret. You will see that you will have rest and peace will come to you. That's what brings peace. All right, that's what brings peace. And when you do that, it brings respect. It brings respect to you. Okay? When you go through the path of peace, it brings respect to you. All right? When it brings respect to you like that, you become a man of respect, a respectable person. When you see it, your wife will be running around for you. When you stand up, your wife will be running around for you. People will see your wife running around for you. They will not know, they might not know the sacrifice you have put in place. They might just be looking at your result and be jealous of you and your wife. And a lot of men will start pointing towards your wife and using your wife as more like a standard to his own wife. Whereas he's not doing what you've done. All right, a man that is looking at your wife saying, "Oh, Mama Lara, why can't you behave like the mommy Tokumbo? Look at mommy Tokumbo. He's respecting the husband. Mommy Tokumbo is looking for food for the husband. Mommy Tokumbo is looking for the mommy Lara. Why are you doing this? Look at yourself now. Look at this person. Can't you just be like that?" No, something made that woman to become that. What you're seeing is a long years kind of process that the man has been good. The man has been a good leader. The man has stayed away from trouble. He has actually walked the path of peace. And that is the reason why the wife is doing what she's doing. So, but you are not ready to do what he did. You need to go to that man. The first thing you got to do is to ask yourself, do I want a peaceful marriage like this? Yes, I do. Okay, now I need to go and make investigations and see, why is that woman doing that to you? I need to ask that man, what have you been doing? And then you sit with the man. And you see, the issue is that, please, as a man, don't just quickly start pointing fingers. A leader is supposed to look inward. A leader is supposed to look inward. All right, why is my own home like this? And I'm the leader of this home. Why is this home like this? Why is it that my kids are wayward? Why is it that my kids don't listen? Why is it that my wife is quiet? Why is it that we don't have fun in this house? Something must be wrong with my style of leadership. So a man's supposed to look inward and tell himself, it seems I need some upgrading to do, and I'm set to do it. All right, I can't leave my children to be like this. I don't want my wife to be like this. I want it to be like the first day when I met my wife. I want that happiness back. And the man will go outside. If it will require you to actually ask that other guy, say, "Hey, Daddy Tokumbo, I think we need to hang out one of these days." Okay, and it was, "Yeah, let's hang out." And then when you guys are hanging out, push that question to him. All right, push the question to him and say, you know what, I just love the way you and your wife relates, and what exactly is the secret behind it? What exactly is the secret behind it? And then this guy will open up and say, "Well, number one, I love peace, and I'm going towards the path of peace." The man will tell you all manners of things that you need to write it down in your mind. And when you get to the house, put that instruction or the suggestions, put it on the table. Now look at yourself. What am I doing that is not connected to what these guys just suggested to me? Now, I have been a bully. That means I have to remove being a bully and replace it with being loving. All right? Okay, that's number one. Number two, I've been hiding things from my wife. I've been hiding things from my wife. This man is telling me to be open. All right, maybe I should give it a shot. Then I'll start. Let me be open, and let me stop hiding things. Let me see what's going to happen. And then the man said, "You need to help at home." Oh, I've not been helping. I've been shouting and yelling and stuff. I need to actually start doing something. And then when you now start 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months down the road, now begin to look at the result of that stuff. So as a leader, you begin to see the difference. Demilade is online right now. That's my PA. She's listening to this stuff. And if I'm lying, she'll tell you guys. All right. We traveled to San Antonio recently together, myself and her. All right. So when we got to the church where we went, and We finished preaching and everything, and we're on the way coming back to Houston. Then I asked her, I said, Demilade, over there at the church, what do you love with the arrangement of the church? Then she started putting those things down, and she was like, I love this, I love this, I love this, I love. I said, yeah, I saw all that too. I said, what could we do to actually adopt those things into our own service at the church? And she said, oh yeah, I'm going to jump on action with it. We're going to have to move these and replace it with this and move this, but we need a bigger screen, but we needed this. At the end of it, we're able to get to a point that we are seeing our church even looking more better than the church that we visited. And that's exactly what leaders do. I am thinking about how my home can be better off than the others. Let me copy what they are doing that is working for them. Let me bring it to my home, and let me look at the nature of my congregation and then look for a way to twist it to fit into their own lifestyle for them to understand. And that's how you do it. When you're bringing a suggestion, just don't bring it like that. Bring it with the mindset that my wife is not that that man's wife. Bringing it that the level of exposure of my wife, the level of education of my wife is not equal to that of that other woman. So when you are bringing the suggestion, you have to first of all look at all of that stuff about your wife, the person you are leading. You have to look at her and say, okay, if I'm bringing this, I will have to make a little bit of adjustment to fit into her so that she will understand it. In essence, what am I saying is that a leader must be observant. A leader must know the follower. A leader must understand the mindset of the follower. A leader must know what to do to make the follower to follow you. You have to speak our language. The language of your wife may be different from the language of the wife of that guy, but principles are the same. Principles are totally the same. They are not different. It's the same thing. But the people that are running the principles are just different people. So the principle in A may look a little different, but it's not different. It's just because of the temperament, the character, level of education, level of exposure of this family may be different from this family. But it's the same principle. Both of them are applying. Both of them are applying. So we have to understand, as a good woman and you have a good man under your roof, you must respect his leadership. Number two is that you need to respect his effort. Respect his effort. A man loves it when you respect their effort. Oh, I'm trying. Even though trying is not what it takes. It's not about trying, it's about getting results. But if a man is trying, give him that respect for even trying. Some men won't even try. Your husband is trying to cook, but the food doesn't taste good. Celebrate his effort. A man is trying to sweep, but he's still not getting it right. Celebrate that effort. The man is trying to save money, but he's still not good enough for you. Celebrate that little effort. When you celebrate the effort of a man, they love you. They respect you back. They care about you. That no matter what I do, my wife will still respect me, will still celebrate it. It doesn't matter how little it is. It doesn't matter how little the effort is, my wife will still appreciate it. All right? When you appreciate little effort, it's going to put more effort into it. There's a Yoruba adage that says, yini yini, kashi mi. It is when you do small things, you appreciate it. When you appreciate small effort, they will now start doing more. They'll start putting more. At that point in time, they want to make sure that they please you. The more effort they put, the more you celebrate. The more effort they put, the more you celebrate. If your husband is still a struggling man, he doesn't have so much money, and on your birthday, all he could do is to buy you a necklace that is just $120. You just celebrate it like it's $1,500 necklace. Celebrate it like he just bought you a Range Rover. All right? The next time he wants to buy something, You'll not be thinking, my wife celebrated $150. Wow. Man, let me surprise this woman this time. I'm going to spend $500. All right. The more you do it, the more you appreciate and celebrate effort, the more that person want to do, the more they want to do. When they have sex with you, even though the sex is not that great, you don't want to show it that it's not great. You want to appreciate that little effort. And the next time they come in bed, they want to do more. They want to do more. But when you are a woman that keeps complaining, it's not enough, it's not right, I don't want this, I don't like this, I don't do this, I don't do whatever, and stuff, you know what you're doing? You're killing the effort of that person, and the ability for him to be able to do more has been crushed. And then that man will go and sit in a corner, and that's when you start getting frustrated, and you won't even know that that's what is causing it, because you have tampered with that man's ego. He's trying to come out of his shell just to please you. What he's trying to do is just to gain your appreciation. What he's trying to do is just to look for a smile on your face. And no matter how little it may be, give that smile to him. All right? Give that appreciation to him. Oh, it's possible for you to be buying him things that worth like 20,000. 20,000. You're buying him something that worth 50,000. But he's just able to buy you something that worth 5,000. Celebrate it. Celebrate it. Celebrate it. And when you celebrate it, the man will want to do more, want to do more, want to do more. And one thing I want you to do is this. You see, there is always a time for you to actually make your request known. Men, we always have that time that we lower our guards. As a woman, you must know that time. That's when you talk a little bit about, oh, that cooking of last time, fantastic, sweetheart, but put less salt. Let me show you how to put salt. And then you just take a teaspoon and show him how to put salt. And that guy will say, oh, okay. When I was putting it, I just was pouring it inside. No, you don't do that. When we lower our guard, there is always that moment that we are just relaxed, a moment that we are just happy, a moment that we want to just, have a conversation. Now bring it in, let him know how you want the sex to look like. Oh, honey, man, that was a King Kong sex last time. And the guy was, oh, thank you, that's fine, and stuff. So, but next time you want to do me, I think I need more of kissing. I think I need more of touching. I think I need more of this, more of that. So, oh, okay. And as you're chipping in, the two of you will laugh. You will smile. You can actually, touch each other. And at the end of the day, you're making it to sink to him. You've already appreciated his effort. So he's happy about it. You have appreciated his effort. He's very happy about that stuff. So right now, you are not condemning him. You're only trying to make him to do more. So he gets it. Like, okay, that she loved the first one. Yeah, she loved the first one. All right. So she want me to kiss her more. Well, I'm going to do that. And then that's how you get a man to keep going. But when you continue to use your bad mouth to say, oh, if there's too much of salt, and that's all, don't give me hypertension, don't do this. So the next time this guy wants to even, if the idea should pop into his head, that guy will say, if we even cook now, it's all about noise making. I'm not cooking. And then we just go and sit down and just keep looking. You don't want to kill that effort. The effort is needed. And every little effort, you celebrate it. Who are these people messaging me like right, left, and center? I don't want it. The next one is that you have to respect his person. Respect his person. I want to give it to you women. I want to celebrate you guys. You guys are brilliant. You guys are knowledgeable. You guys are go-getters. Whatever it is that you guys lay your hands upon, you will always achieve and succeed. I celebrate you guys for that. And I love you guys, for real. But with men, we are not like that. We are not like that. We are totally different. All right? We cannot multitask like you guys do. You guys, you can do 10 things together and succeed. We cannot. Always give us that slack right there and say, oh, he's a man. It's a man. All right. So now it doesn't matter the level of intelligence of your husband. It doesn't matter his level of education. It doesn't matter whatever. But celebrate his person. Appreciate him for who he is. I said something on the show, myself and my wife. She said, you used to be broke. I said, oh, good. And he said, even now, you are still not rich. And you know my response. And that show was actually reality. We were actually talking for real. All right. I don't see myself as being rich. But I said to her, I said, thank you. But one thing I know is I'm doing better for myself. Number one is that you're not going to push me off the limit. You're not going to push me to do what I don't want to do. If this money that I have is this little, if this little money that I have is not enough, I'm just building. And it's a gradual process. I am not where I used to be. I'm not where I used to be. Now, one thing I didn't say, and I want you guys to learn from me. I didn't ask her, were you rich when I married you? Are you rich today? I didn't say that. Okay, because she's me. I'm her. When she's talking about you're still not rich, she's not talking about me. She's talking about us. Because it's a kind of a joint thing. If I'm broke, you're broke, baby. And that's what it means. If I'm broke, she's broke. Anytime she refers to me that I'm broke, she's talking about herself. You are broke. All right? It's possible for me not to be rich as you see me to want to be, because my wife, she believes in something about me. I don't know. She believes I have the capacity to become a billionaire. I don't know. But the little I'm doing right now, I'm thanking God for it. Yeah, I appreciate God for it. All right. And it's not just me, because our own money is coming into the account. My money is coming into the account. And the two of us are actually managing it together. So if I'm broke, you're broke. If I'm rich, you're rich. Whatever it is that you say about me, you are talking about yourself. Talking about yourself. So, and that's the mindset of a leader. In a group, if the church is not working, it's not just the pastor, it's us. Why haven't you invited your friends to church? Why haven't you sell something? Why haven't you bring a client? Why haven't you do this? So it's a kind of a joint thing. I'm just the lead that will always take the blame. I'm taking the blame on behalf of everybody. I'm taking the blame on behalf of everybody. It's not just me that is being blamed, because when we sit down to hold a board meeting, then I'm going to chew them up. I'm going to say, guys, we have to talk. What's happening in the sales department? What's happening in the marketing department? What's happening right there as a scrum master? What's happening there as a project manager? What exactly is happening here? So it's not just me. I'm only taking the blame for the crew. All right. So, but when we sit down to talk, she herself is part of the system. Then we're going to have to talk about me as a leader. Will now bring it up that the last time you mentioned it that I was broke and I'm broke. Yeah, I understand that we are broke. So how do we build it? So it's now time. What you're seeing, how you see us to become, to be, how do we get there? If 1,000 is not enough for you, how do we build to 2,000? If 2,000 is not enough, how do we build to 10,000? So she's going to have her own suggestions. Maybe she's actually thinking about something that I'm not thinking about. So let her now give me an idea of how to improve on our marriage. Some men will not think like that. Some men will believe that, oh, my wife said I'm broke. Oh my God. Look at this stupid woman. Are you rich? Do you have any money? How much are you contributing to this house? Why will you say I'm broke? Why will you say this? But the mind that's a very wrong mindset. Your wife is you. That means if you broke, she's broke. So the two of you are supposed to have a meeting, sit down and talk about what exactly are you seeing? Where do you see us? How do you think we could get to what you're seeing? Because a woman is visionary. They see things before it happens. They see things in their mind. And when they see things in their mind, they want to actually make it known, probably you as a man will actually catch that revelation and put it on paper, and then let's work on it. As the leader, she's ready to follow and give advice and give suggestions. So a woman's supposed to respect the person of the man. Respect that person. Now, some men are not good leaders, but they're good people. Some men are not good leaders, but they're good people. They don't know what it takes to lead. They don't know what it takes to stand for. They don't know what it takes to protect. So those people, they need the help of their wives. That's why Yoruba people always say, Dada Olija, Shùgbọ́n ó lábúrò tó gbójú. It means that you don't have the power to do things, but there is a helpmeet that will help you to achieve it. So those men, still respect them. Don't say, you don't even know how to be a husband. You are a very poor man. A very poor da, 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 da. Instead of you doing that, you need to now think for him, suggest, and then volunteer to do things for him on his behalf. When you guys are planning something, you know that this guy is not a good leader. He's weak when it comes to leadership. Now give a suggestion as in like, oh, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it for you. You'll be like, oh, you will? Say, yes, I will. Oh, thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. And let him just see the result. And this is the result of what you've done. And then the next time you suggest again, and then you volunteer. You volunteer and say, you know what? Honey, let me do it. Let me get it done. Let me do it. Let me get it done. Because you are stronger than him. Don't mock his weakness. Don't reduce him to nothing. Because you are making more money than him doesn't mean that he's not a man. He's a man, he might not have that same ability that you have. So you still celebrate the person, but don't celebrate a lazy man. I'm in trouble today. Oh, my phone is just blowing out of everything. Don't look down on him. Okay? But if he's a lazy person who doesn't want to walk, he doesn't want to actually take any classes, he doesn't want to do anything, those kind of a man are not the ones I'm talking about. Those are not the ones I'm talking about. Those are not. Now, I'm going to pause a little bit and just respond to comment here. One Mr. Tunde Teju Osho said, some women are very difficult to lead. Some women are very difficult to lead. Now, that's the point I just made. You see, leadership, it requires knowledge. Knowledge of what you're about to do. Knowledge of the direction you're going. And then knowledge of the person that is following. Oh my God. Instagram is about to shut me down. If they do, I'm going to start a new video on Instagram so that you guys could come back. You guys could come back. So you have to have knowledge. Let me do it right now. Instagram, I'm going to shut you guys off and then I'll start a new video. Guys, give me a minute. Okay. I don't want the Instagram people to miss this. I don't want them to miss this. So I want to bring it right back. So, you have to have the knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, if you don't have the style of leadership, if you don't have the style of leadership, you don't understand the person you're leading, if you don't know the direction where you're going, you will never find a woman that will want to surrender and submit and obey and celebrate you, because they don't want to go in the dish. They don't want to go in the jungle. So you as a person must first of all be knowledgeable. You can't just come and just say, I want to lead you. A woman will give you opportunity of leading her for a time. Let's know which direction you're going. Now, you want to lead me as a woman, and then you collected the tax refund money and you squandered it, all in the name that you want to start a business in Nigeria. I'm going to look at you and just keep quiet. Then the second time, I'm going to give you the try. That maybe the first time didn't work. Let me give you a try again. Then you collected the 10,000 again and no profit, nothing. Sir, I'm never going to let it happen the third time. I'm going to stand in your way. I'm never going to let you collect that money. And that's the time that a man will say, a woman is difficult to lead. A woman is not difficult to lead. When you carry her along, let her have the input in the journey. Don't just make the journey your own journey. All right? Make it our journey. We both are going towards a direction and it's going to be our journey. If I lose this 10,000, I'm losing the family money. If I make profit with this, I'm making profit for the family. So the moment is a family thing. And you allow her to have suggestion to this stuff. I want to start a car business. Where do you want to start it? Oh, I want to do it in Nigeria. And if your wife is warning you, no, you don't do car business where you don't live. Oh, let's do it here in America. Ask her, why you say that? The reason I said this was like, you remember this friend of mine? You remember that your friend? You remember this person? They tried it, they failed. So we don't want to just put the money there and fail. If you say, no, I'm going to do it, the woman will leave you alone. You go do it and you come back with shame. She's not going to allow you to put her in the same position the second time. Always have it at the back of your mind. It's about your style of leadership. All right? Nobody is actually difficult to lead. I can live with a witch as I am. All I need to know is that this person is a witch. And this person must go to meeting every night. He goes to meeting every Friday. On that Friday, when she wants to go to meeting, I will be in the living room watching football. And when she gets back, before she leave, I will give her one assignment. I say, Mama, hey, can you stop by the central bank on your way back and just pick up $1 million for me? She will say, yes, sweetheart. I say, thank you. We'll now go. And when she's coming back, I will just see bales of money on top of the coffee table. I will just go to them and say, Mama, go and stop. I don't go bother myself. I will just carry money they spend all around the place. And I will just tell her, say, Mama, please, if they say you should bring somebody you love to come and that job, please don't love me, don't love me. Just love your mommy, love your sister, love your daddy, love every other person in your family. So when they say the person you love most, let it not be me, all right? Love yourself. So when they say the person you love most, say it's myself. Go and kill yourself. All right. Don't suggest me and stop. I will say it respectfully. I will say it respectfully. I will prostrate to say it. I will not say it standing. I will prostrate. I will say, Mommy, you see, as we were saying, I know that you always go to meeting every Friday. You say, yes, I do. Say, please, in case they want you to love somebody and bring the person, don't let it be me. You see, I will just say it, JJ. I will just say it, JJ, like that. And that's it. Okay, so what am I saying? What am I saying is that you need knowledge to lead a woman. You cannot lead a woman with iron fist or iron hand. It's going to boomerang. It's not going to work. It will work for a time, then it will stop working. It's not working. It will stop working. All right, it's not going to work for a long time. It's going to stop working along the line. So a man's supposed to have that knowledge. Another thing I want to quickly talk about is this. A man, we love to be celebrated. Celebrate your husband's birthdays. Celebrate him for no reason. It's the same thing as women. Women love to be celebrated. Men too love to be celebrated. We are humans. Celebrate him. All right. Call friends and family, give him a surprise party. All right. Call the children and say, let's sing for daddy. You two come in the living room and give him a kind of a mind-blowing surprise. All right. Do all manners of things just to give your husband, let him smile. Okay. Surprise him and surprise him. All right. When you do that, you're gaining the love of a man. Another thing I want to say is that men loved when a woman, when you touch us, we love it. Touch me, please. Come and touch me. When you are talking, touch my hand, rub my hand. When you're talking to me, when we're walking on the street, just grab my hands, pull my fingers. All right. When we're in a club or in a bar or wherever it is, put your hand around me. Put your hand around me. Touch me when you're talking to me. When I'm lying down on the bed with you, when I'm lying on the bed with you, come very close. Besumami. No, besumami. Rub on my chest. I will be making promises I can never keep. Or long. I will tell you, do you want a Range Rover? Say yes. Rub to this side of my nipple and rub it well. Oh, no, not Range Rover. I will give you aeroplane. Rub from here and rub the other one to say, did I say aeroplane? Say, yes, you said no. You need a rocket. I will give you a rocket. And stuff. Then rub all the way down to my belly and just rub my belly like a little bit like that. Give me a belly rub. When you give me a belly rub, I will just start speaking in tongues. I will say, you know I'm Jesus. Ask me anything, I will do it for you. Just don't say anything. I'm Jesus right now. You see, when you do all that and you touch, a man loves the touch. A man loves the touch. I don't want to go to the last place where you touch. If you touch Mr. Banana, or long, if you touch Mr. Banana, he will go and carry his checkbook and write one big check that he doesn't, money that is not in his bank account. He will just write it. He will just write it. Oh my God. Office is calling me. He will just write a check. He will just write a check. Touch your husband. Come close to him. All right? Come very close to him. When you are giving him a hug, put your breast on his shoulder. On his chest. They love it. Men and breast, we are 5 and 6. Don't be hugging me on the side. Don't hug me on the side. Like some women, we want to hug their husband. They be doing like this. Put the breast on me. The whole breast, let it touch my chest. Hold it there for 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Don't be hugging me with your shoulder. I don't want shoulder. Put the breast on my chest. It's very good. Men love it. You know what it means? You know what it means when the woman opens us and put the 2 breasts on his chest? Now you get these things, take them. Do anything you want with it. Now me, they give you, take the thing. Now you get them. And the man will feel, yeah, this is my thing. This is my thing. And that's mine. And stuff like that. They love it. They love it big time. All right? Another thing men love, we love sex. We want sex. If you are starving us with sex, we will become a digbolugi. You don't understand. We will become digbolugi. Your eyes go see where we go deal with you. Every issue that has never happened, we will accuse you of those things. Every time pastor will come to the house and say, Mommy Funke reported that you guys are having issues. Say, yes, we are having issues, sir. This woman is not respectful, sir. She doesn't respect me. Could you believe the last time she cooked in this house? That was like 17 years ago, sir. She stopped cooking. And the woman will say, Daddy Funke Beruolo, did you eat pandayam yesterday? Which used to be pandayam is that the one you call pandayam? That's not pandayam for me, oh. Pastor, do you know this woman doesn't pray for me? I have been in this house right now, walking. She has refused to pray. She cannot even kneel down and pray for me. Just imagine. Your own husband. This woman doesn't respect my mother. Daddy Funke, but your mother lived here for 4 years with me. I took care of her. You insulted my mom. You always do all this. She would never call my brothers. Never send them money. Never did anything. She's preventing me from doing something for my daddy. You as a woman, you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked the way this guy will be unfolding things that didn't happen. You will think it's a joke. The man cannot just tell pastor that, sorry, pastor, my banana is worrying me. I want to put it somewhere, and this woman has closed the shop. You see, that's exactly. He will not be able to say it, but he will say all manners of other things The pastor will even be taking a second look at you, saying, Mommy Funke, and we elected you to be prayer warrior in church, and you're a bad wife. You stop cooking. You don't cook for your husband. You don't give him, respect. You don't respect his family. You don't do this. And then those ones will now start thinking, you must be a bad prayer warrior. This is not good. The man will finish you. He will finish you. You don't understand. When a man is sex-starved, we will cook up all manners of lies. And we will make it to be true. The way we'll be yelling and be shouting, we'll be shaking like this. Pastor himself will know that something is wrong here. And so something is wrong. And that's why I always tell women, men love sex. We love it. We want it. We desire it. We want it all the time. Whenever there is opportunity, we want it. And I said something on my show many years ago. Please, I beg you, as a woman, submit your breast to be pressed. I wanted to sing. That's our apostle. Submit your breast to be pressed. Let the man wake up in the morning and see you in the kitchen cooking. Let him reach around and actually grab those things and squeeze it. It's therapy, oh. It's therapy. It makes the brain of a man work better. The brain of a man will work better. I'm telling you, the brain of a man will work better. And actually, it's good for you, women too. It will prevent breast cancer. Go and Google it. When they press your breast, it will prevent breast cancer. Allow him to press those things. It will make him calm down. He will be pressing it like this. The thing will be connecting to his brain. Will be coming down, coming down, coming down. Let it be more like exercise in the morning. Every morning exercise. Don't submit it. When you wake up in the middle of the morning, don't wear bra to sleep. And when you wake up in the morning, you want to cook breakfast, let that nipple be showing. Underneath your nightgown that you're using, actually doing it. So as it's coming from the room, it's coming all the way. He will pretend like he wants to go and grab a cup. The man is not grabbing cup, or he's about to grab the breast. Submit it and surrender. So by the time he will come to the back, he will just come and just just leave it there. Don't complain. Don't argue. Don't push him away. Just submit it. And by the time he will finish what he's doing, all right, he will now go and sit down, and then he will now start to do. So, Mommy Funke, you were asking me for $200. Was it not 2 days ago that I said no money? Say yes. Well, I will check my bank account today, and I would definitely. Okay. Oh, do you want cash? So yes. You see, that will make their head to work. Their head will work well. If you are holding your breast, you are not helping you. If you're holding your breast, you are not helping you. I'm not gonna lie to you, you are not helping you. All right. So men love it. They love it big time. I don't want to dwell on that stuff. If I dwell on this stuff, we'll be here for 3 hours, and I have to go to work. All right, we'll be here for 3 hours. So don't let us stay here for too long, because you guys are nasty people, very nasty set of people. Now they're I've been talking about good stuff since morning. They won't say now, very nasty people, very nasty Christians. And you call yourself Christians, and you are very nasty. This is all you like to listen to. Don't like to listen to anything. This is all you like to listen to. Nasty people. And they will say, Holy God, beautiful King. Nobody will know they've been nasty at home. They're very nasty, freaky people. Freaky people. This is all they like. They don't like nothing. Nothing. Nasty set of people. All right. Okay. Let's go further. You're just trying to learn from me. I know. All right. Let's go to the next one. The next one is men, they love when you stand for them. Your ex-boyfriend. Who is your ex-boyfriend? Your ex-boyfriend likes to play with the breast. Okay, I know. Okay. So they love when you stand for them. Stand up for a man. Oh my God, you'll kill him. You'll kill that man. When you stand up for the man. Stand for that guy. Stand up for that guy when your families are against him. When your family, when they're talking nonsense, you stand for him. Stand with him. Stand. Ayo, show are ayo the real talk. Show are, you know, stand for that man. When your family, when they're talking nonsense, tell them, please, 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 come on. Can't do that. That's my husband. Stand for him. Stand for him. It's very, very good. You're going to gain the favor of that man. That man will love you and care about you. Stand for him. Stand for that man. At any time, any day. Stand for him. Even if he's the one who made the mistake. Stand for him and go to the bedroom and talk about it. Stand for him. And the last thing I want to say today, love that thing that he loves most. Love that thing that man loves most. Some men can't even suck well. Now so teeth then they use crush your nippy, the booby. We've been talking about good things all this day. Queen don't get anything to talk. Now that we're talking about this, she's now the expert. She now turned expert now. Queen, now you now turn expert right now. Okay? You turn expert. You're now a doctor of sex. Good job. And you men, please don't be using your teeth. Oh, it's not teeth. It's the tongue. And you suck it and your lips. And a little bit of your teeth too. Just to scrape the surface. Oh, God Almighty. What about men that don't stand for their wives? We're talking about men today. We're talking about what women should do today. So we've been talking about with men who doesn't stand for their wife. We've done that many times, and it goes both ways. It goes both ways. It goes both ways. Please allow Queen talk. Why go allow Queen make it talk? The Queen are very nasty Queen. She's very nasty. My husband loves me a lot, but he feels that if I know too much, I will take advantage of it. Then remain where you are. Remain where you are. You're good. To scrape the surface. You guys are not serious people. We need to stop this stuff. Let me proceed. Let me talk something important. Let me talk something important. Kilo day. That's not reproduction. They suit us for biology. Strangely, some men will stand up for them. I know, but it's part of what we should do as women too. Bricklayer, carpenter. All right, let's go. Let's go to good stuff. Guys, please stop. Stop all this. Don't use it at all. Just suck. Please, guys. Stop. You guys, stop. Don't be saying this thing again. Please stop. I'm gonna turn the camera off. I'm gonna turn the camera off. If you guys don't stop, I'll take the camera off. Okay. Are you the real talk? Okay. Do something else. You'll see what I'll do to you. All right. So now another thing that I want us to look at, the final thing I want us to look at this morning is you need to love that thing that he loves most. That thing that he loves most. Who can give me a suggestion of what men love most? What they, something they love so much. Something they love so much. Something they love so much. Please, are these videos and the other ones saved? Yes, you have to subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. You'll see all of my videos. They're there. Somebody say football. Somebody say food. Somebody say sport, football, honor. Uh, Very good, Debbie. Debbie, you got it. They love sex. Yeah, they do. But one thing they love the most is their mother. 96% to 98% of men, they love their mother. They love their mother so much. They love their mother so much. They love their mother more than football. They love their mother more than sex. They love their mother more than anything in the world. They love their mothers. They can do anything for their mom. They can do anything for their mother. Always go and know it. Know it. It's their mama. That's it, Ayo. You got it. Their mothers. They love their mothers so much. You see, the secret is this. All you need to do, even if the mama is crazy, if she's a mean woman, help that man to love that thing, that special thing he loves the most. You know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen? That man will stop loving his mother. Then he'll start loving you. Because you're already giving the love to his mother. He won't give that love to his mother again. He will start giving the love to you. And I want you to know something at the back of your mind. What I want you to know at the back of your mind is this. Mama is not going to be here forever. A day is going to come that you will have your husband just to yourself and yourself alone. Nobody else. Just to yourself alone. Mama is not going to be here. How old is Mama? Mama is 65. Mama is 70. Mama is 100. I'm telling you, Mama will die one day. You see, inside your heart, you'll be celebrating. But the issue is that focus on that one thing that he loves the most. That one thing, and that is the mother. You know, buy things for the mother. You know, do birthday for the mother. Send money to the mother. Do whatever it takes to the mother. Every time you guys are having discussion, always bring up Mama's welfare. Always talk about Mama. Always say, oh, shoti for Mama lowo. Always say, have you bought something for Mama? Do you want me to buy Mama a new shoe? Do you want us to send money to Mama? Do you want us to make phone call? Even make a phone call. Make a kind of a fake phone call to Mama. Like just say, hello, mommy, check on you. I'll call you back later. Bam! All you need to do is that. All you need to do is that. Love the mother. When you love the mother, oh my God, he will stop loving his mom. Then he will start loving you. He will not even talk about his mom anymore. He will actually surrender to you to love his mother for him. All he will want to listen to is what has happened. And then you will just continue to say, oh, I bought Mama some shoes. I bought Mama this. I gave Mama 5,000. I did this. I did this. I did that. And he will just be smiling. And that's when he will now start loving you for loving who he loves the most. And when Mama died, that's the end of it. You now have him to yourself because he's already loving you. He can't stop. He will not stop loving you because at that point in time, the love that he had for his mother has been shifted to you. He will now see you more like the representative of his mother, and that's when the man will now start calling his wife, Mamami, 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 Mamami. It's very, very psychological that inside of the brain of a man, he will start seeing you like the mother because you already took the position of his mother by loving the mother for him. For him. For him. Connect to that. You will see what I'm talking about. You will be so shocked the way it's going to work. It's magic. It's big magic. Big magic. All right, it's 11:17. I got to go. I have to work. I have to work. I have to work. I'll give you guys this nugget constantly now. I'll be cracking a little joke along the line, but it's not going to be a lot of jokes anymore. I think teaching is actually very important now. I'm not going to be cracking too much of jokes, but I will definitely be cracking jokes because it's always good for me. That's my person. I love to laugh and I love to make people laugh, but I won't let it get in the way of the teaching. And I want to concentrate. And guys, please, I was advised. Somebody called me the other day and said to me, Bajola, whenever you start your show, we don't know where you're starting from and we don't know where you're ending. That sometimes you start on this side and then you end on another side. I said, yeah. I said, it's just because I'm more like a roller coaster. I just do things, anyhow. And but right now I want to continue to stay on the message. So as I'm staying on the message, please encourage me to stay on the message by not distracting me, asking me another question that is not within the teaching. That is not within the teaching. If it's not within the teaching, please don't ask me. If it's something connecting to the teaching, the topic, then yeah, I would definitely answer. I will definitely answer because we have to be choosing the topic and then we stay on the message. Thank you very much for the badges. I really love you guys for sharing sharing. I mean, giving the badges. God bless you. That's your money. Thank you for sewing it and stuff. Um, we need you guys to be, donate to this ministry. It's not easy what I do. Oh. What I do is not easy. Oh. If you donate to this ministry, it's always good. It's always good when you donate to it. Donate to it, you know give us the support to get the internet going, give us the support to get the right gadgets, give us the support, to do this. Don't just be coming to enjoy it. Give towards it. Even though I hate asking for money. I hate asking for money, but let it be known to you that ministry runs by money, and it will be good for you to actually be able to put your hands in your pocket and sow into it. All right, and sow into it. All right. So whenever you want to do that, when you're led to do it, please do it. It's always going to be glorious and great. And we'll always remember it. We will definitely remember it. And then we'll pray for you at the same time that the Lord will bless you, bless what you do, and keep on elevating you. So we'll do that for you by the grace of God. As you bless our ministry, the ministry will bless you back also. All right. So thank you very much, everybody. I really appreciate you guys. If anybody is just out there, you want counseling, probably your marriage is going down and you feel like, oh, I need help. I need help. I need to speak to somebody. Feel free to call me. Feel free to book a session with me and I will schedule you and then we go from there. All right. So thank you very much, everybody. Have a beautiful day. It's a Tuesday, right? Yeah, today is Tuesday. All right. I'm going to have my radio show later in the evening. All right. So thank you very much, everybody. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Bye bye, everybody. Love you. Mm-mm.